Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with us. Today we're really tackling something that I think we've all felt at some point. That feeling when you open up a new online form and it's just, daunting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like just dread, pure
To
dread.
go worse.
And we've all been there, right? Especially if you've ever, say, applied for a mortgage.
Oh, especially that.
And it just makes you want to give up.
Right. Like just the worst timing for that, too.
Exactly.
When you're already stressed.
So speaking of mortgages, that's what we're diving into today, but it's not just about that. It's really about user-centric design and how we can use it to, well, make things better.
I love that. Make things better. I like that.
Yeah, simplify.
Yes.
Exactly. So our case study today is Nuborrow, a Canadian mortgage company. And get this, they've done over $1 billion in mortgage volume.
Wow.
And saved their clients millions.
That's incredible.
But here's the catch. Behind the scenes,
Oh.
their application process was, well, let's just say, a little outdated.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, think clunky interfaces, endless fields to fill out the work.
I'm getting flashbacks to some of the forms I've seen.
Right, it's like stepping back in time. And the thing is, this kind of outdated system, it can really hold a company back, even one as successful as Nuborrow.
Absolutely. It's like you can have an amazing product, but if the process to get it is painful, people will just give up.
Exactly, and that's what was happening with Nuborrow. Customers were abandoning their applications left and right. I mean, time is money, right?
Especially in real estate. Things move fast.
Exactly. So they knew they needed a change, and that's where Fantech Labs comes in our Tech Heroes for the day.
All right, Fantech, let's hear it.
Yeah, they swooped in to give Nuborrow's application process a much-needed makeover.
A digital makeover. I like it. So where'd they even start with a problem like that?
Well, they knew they couldn't just slap on a fresh coat of paint. Right. This had to be a complete overhaul.
Yeah, you got to address the foundation, right?
Exactly. Both the front end, what the customer sees, and the back end, the engine that makes it all work.
Ah, the behind-the-scenes magic. Okay, now we're talking.
So how did they tackle this two-headed beast? Well, that's where things get really interesting.
We see they really focused on this idea of, meeting the customer where they are.
Okay.
So that means tackling both the web application, but then also, and this is, I think, really important, the mobile experience.
Yeah, mobile-first design. It's like we're practically glued to our phones these days.
Exactly, and especially for something like a mortgage application, where time is of the essence, being able to just like quickly check your phone,
Yeah.
upload a document, sign something. It's huge. And that's where I think, that back-end magic that we talked about really comes in.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so imagine this, you're filling out this application, right?
Oh.
And you get to that part where you need to like prove your income.
Oh, yeah.
In the old days, with Nuborrow, it would be digging through files, finding pay stubs, scanning, uploading.
The worst.
Nightmare, right?
Yeah.
So Fantech comes in and says, okay, with the user's permission, of course we can actually connect directly with your bank
Oh, wow.
to verify income
That's amazing.
securely
Okay.
and instantly, no more paper chase, just like smooth sailing.
That's incredible. But I do have to ask, with all this talk about connecting to bank accounts, was security a concern at all?
Definitely a valid question. And to be honest, they actually doubled down on security, especially for those mobile apps.
Okay.
We're talking like biometric logins,
Right.
top-notch data encryption. They understood that you can't have a good user experience without trust.
Absolutely. Especially when it comes to something as sensitive as your finances. People need to know that their information is safe and sound.
Exactly. So it wasn't just about making things look pretty or even just being convenient. It was about building that trust factor right into the design.
That's a really important point. So they're making it easier, more secure. But did all this actually work? So they've got the security, the ease of use, but did it actually work? Did they actually improve things?
Okay, so remember how Nuborrow customers used to spend like forever on those applications?
Oh, yeah. It's like a part-time job.
Well, after the redesign, the time it took to apply got slashed in half, 50% reduction.
Wow, that's huge.
Right. Talk about making a difference. And it's not just about saving time. Either their mobile app usage went through the roof, like a 70% increase.
Okay, so people actually like using it enough to switch to their phones. That's really saying something.
It really is. And you know what's even better? That customer satisfaction score we were talking about?
Oh, this is the real test.
It shot up to 98%.
98%. Are you serious?
That's almost unheard of. Think about it. Almost every single person who used their new application was happy with it.
That's incredible. It really shows you how important it is to just make things easy for people you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They took this thing that used to be a huge pain point for their customers and turned it into a competitive advantage.
Yeah. Who would have thought good design could have that kind of impact?
It's not just about good design, it's about empathy, really understanding your users and what they need.
It makes you wonder what other everyday experiences could be improved with this kind of approach.
Oh, I think the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
What about healthcare education, even government services?
Imagine that filing your taxes on an app that actually makes sense.
Right. And it's not just about making things look pretty, it's about making them work for people.
Couldn't agree more. Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive. I think we can all learn a thing or two from Nuborrow's story.
Absolutely. Sometimes the simplest solutions, like just making things easier, can be the most effective.
So next time you're struggling with a clunky online form, just remember, Nuborrow, remember that even the most tedious tasks can be transformed with a little bit of design magic and a whole lot of empathy.
And who knows, maybe we'll see a whole wave of user-friendly experiences popping up everywhere.
That's what I like to hear. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.